Previously on Arron's Game Reviews.
I think if you look past the fact that the game didn't really give us any new elements or new characters or items, I think there's a lot to like about Super Circuit.
That review was disgusting.
Who are you? The name's Mitchell Donner, and I've been a longtime fan of your game reviews for a while now, but it appears lately you've been making a few mistakes. I'm gonna put an end to this madness. What are you gonna do with that? Hit me? You'll see.
Ugh, what the hell happened?
You're in my basement. Mitchell, wait! You can't keep me here! Let me out! My fans need me! Hey everyone, it's not Arron Turner here. My name is Mitchell Donner, and from now on, I will be taking over the game reviews. I've taken over Arron's game reviews, and I'm about to review Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. Can you review it with me? Fine, I'll be there soon. That's Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, and unfortunately I don't think it's a very good game.
So I guess you agree with Arron. He told me last time he thought the sequel was way worse.
Yeah, I guess this is one of those rare times where I agree with that dumbass. Anyway, speaking of which, I should probably go check on him and see how he's doing.
Alright.
What game are you reviewing next?
Sonic Advance.
Oh man, I wanted to review that.
What the hell? Sonic? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What the fuck are you doing here? Who the hell are you and where's Arron? My name's Mitchell. I took over his game reviews. Oh, well, you know what? I don't care. Can you just pick your hungover ass up and review our game? I'm gonna give Sonic Advance a 6 out of 10. Wow, you're just as disappointing as Arron is. Oh, come on, Sonic. He's not that bad. So, what's the next game review?
It's another Spider-Man game, which means I'll have to invite that webbed dickhead again. You know, Tails, I think you and me are gonna get along just fine.
Mitchell?
What is it, Tails?
Isn't it time for your Spider-Man review?
Oh man, already? Guess I'll call him then.
Oh, hey Mitchell, is it already time for another review?
Yep.
So which game is this?
It's the one that's based off the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, the one with Tobey Maguire. I didn't really like that game that much. Tobey Maguire isn't even my favorite Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I have to agree with you. I think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
Are you kidding? Tom Holland is clearly the best Spider-Man.
Holland is the best Spider-Man? You're only saying that because he's attractive.
You know what? We'll settle this when I get there.
Fine.
So how did it go?
He said Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Oh, that's crazy talk. I think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
That's what I said.
You know, Tails, I'm starting to think that Spider-Man is kind of an idiot. He's also a huge asshole who beat the shit out of me because he's mad that I threw a box at him. Yeah, he really needs to learn how to lighten up. Those sons of bitches. You know, he really is a dickhead. Why do I even bother joining his reviews? Someone's got to do something about this, and that someone's gonna be me. What the hell? Arron? What are you doing in your own basement? I thought you were in Mitchell's basement. Well, as it turns out, Mitchell has permanently moved into my house, and as a result, he's taken me with him. He even has Tails as his roommate. Apparently they're best friends or something. How did you even know I was down here? Well, my spider sense kind of led me down here. I'm getting kind of sick of Mitchell's bullshit, so I decided to bust you out. Ha ha, very funny. What, did Sonic put you up to this? No, seriously, I'm gonna bust you out so you can take back your game reviews. Oh, that's fantastic! Alright, let's do this.
Come on, hurry! Finally!
Alright, Spider-Man, you ready? Let's go get that son of a bitch.
And let's not forget, Garfield has the best love interest in Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah, totally.
What the hell? God, Spider-Man, could you be any more louder on entry? Hello, Mitchell. Oh my god, you broke Arron out? How could you? I thought we were friends. Are you kidding? We were never friends. I gave you a black eye for fuck's sake. Aw. Mitchell, your reign of terror has come to an end. I'm taking you down, and I'm taking back my game reviews. Alright, I'll go quietly. But before you arrest me, I have to ask, who's your favorite Spider-Man? What? What kind of stupid-ass question is that? Yeah, Mitchell, that's really fucking random. I mean, Tobey Maguire, obviously. Oh, please, he cried too much. Oh, I'm sorry, is Spider-Man not allowed to show basic emotion? Tom Holland had the perfect balance of emotional and comedic moments. That's why I think he's the perfect Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was cool as shit. He had a skateboard and everything, and he was also the funniest Spider-Man. It's not about who's the funniest. And what about Christopher Daniel Barnes and Josh Keaton? They were both awesome. Those are animated Spider-Man. We're talking about live-action portrayals, dumbass. Well, then you should have at least specified it. I didn't think I had to specify it because who the fuck cares about the animated ones? Alright everyone, look. Clearly we can't agree on who the best live-action Spider-Man is, but I think we can all agree on who the worst live-action Spider-Man is. Aaron Turner. Oh yeah, I have to agree. Aaron Turner's portrayal of Spider-Man was complete dog shit. Oh yeah, his whole YouTube channel went straight downhill after that.
Okay, everyone just calm the fuck down. We're wasting time.
Oh, right. Alright, Mitchell, time to come with me.
If you're gonna take him, you're gonna have to take me too.
Alright, fine.
Aw, damn it.
Alright, time to web you up. Whoa, wait, hold on. I got a better idea.
Oh, come on, this is bullshit. I'd rather be in jail. Well, too bad. You're gonna rot here in my basement for payback to what you did to me. See ya! Well, now that those assholes are gone, we can finally get started with the review. We're reviewing the game that's based off the first Spider-Man movie, by the way.
Oh, right, thanks.
So in 2002, a little movie came out that you may or may not have heard of called Spider-Man, starring Tobey Maguire in the title role, alongside Christian Dunst, James Franco, and Willem Dafoe. It's personally one of my favorite movies of all time. Well, in 2002, they also made a video game based on that very same movie. Tobey Maguire and Willem Dafoe actually reprised their roles from the movie, as well as Bruce Campbell, who narrates the game. It actually released 2 weeks prior to the movie, which would probably never happen nowadays. I really appreciate Maguire lending his voice to not just this game, but the entire trilogy. He really didn't have to do it, but he did, and that's awesome. Anyway, the game picks up right after Uncle Ben dies, and as Spider-Man, you're looking for the killer. I was very surprised to find out that the gameplay is actually very similar to the PS1 games, both in terms of the web-slinging and the combat. There's a few new extra combat moves you can do, and the game has a whole list of them. The game is an open world, so like the previous games, you will die if you swing too low, even though we'll see with Spider-Man 2 that they were fully capable of doing that. I do actually like the feeling of the web-slinging and combat more than the PS1 games, even though, as I said, it's very similar. The second level has you in the warehouse going after the killer and hiding in the shadows, taking out thugs, and then trying to unlock the door. I have to say, for the second level, I actually found it very challenging. Especially the room right before getting to the killer. I died several times due to the sheer amount of thugs around me. And I didn't even think the fight with Uncle Ben's killer was that hard, so this is one of those times where getting to the boss fight is more challenging than the boss itself. You found this level challenging? I could do this blindfolded.
Don't you have spider sense?
That's besides the point. Also, I find it funny how when the guy trips back and falls out the window, you immediately get a level completion screen. Like, good job, you made the guy kill himself. You then have a pretty simple level where you take some pictures of yourself, and then fight some drones. You then have a pretty fun level where you chase Shocker into a subway station, and you need to save civilians from a bunch of Shocker's henchmen. You then chase after Shocker through the sewer, and I wasn't as big a fan of this level. You finally have the boss fight with Shocker, and I will say, I liked this Shocker boss way more than the warehouse fight from Enter Electro. You then have to go after Vulture and climb this bell tower, and I have to say, this is probably one of the worst levels in the entire game. It's basically a maze-like course where you need to slip through certain broken pieces, and my god is it fucking confusing. I must have spent at least an hour on this level. After this, you chase down Vulture. He will also damage certain things that you have to repair with your webs. I would say this is annoying, but compared to the Green Goblin chase later, it seems like child's play here. The boss fight with Vulture is actually really awesome. You need to web his wings so he's forced to go down where you can get hits in. The next level has you finding Scorpion fighting off a bunch of robot spiders that are after him. But instead of fighting Scorpion, you're trying to help him against the spiders. But then Scorpion goes against Spider-Man and you have a boss fight with him. The fight isn't really that hard, but Scorpion does jump around a lot. We then see Norman Osborn become the Green Goblin like in the movie, and this is when you have that chase with the Goblin that I mentioned earlier. Once again, you need to repair certain things that the Green Goblin wrecks. You also have time limits this time, and the bridge part is especially annoying, because not only did I find it difficult to land on the platforms to repair the bridge, but you also have the Goblin throwing pumpkin bombs at you to try and fuck you up. In the next level, you chase Green Goblin to different locations where you fight him at each. This fight can be pretty hard sometimes. The Goblin also has this move where he picks you up and I guess starts choking you, and it's really hard to avoid. The next level is where you stop the Goblin's deadly gas devices from going off, and it's one of the most annoying levels in the game. You also have a strict time limit, and you have to deal with drones which can easily fuck you up. Now, there are missions where Norman hires Kraven the Hunter to take care of Spider-Man, but these are exclusive to the Xbox version of the game, and seeing as how I played the PS2 version, I can't really judge these.
Wait, you're reviewing the PS2 version? That's the worst version. Why didn't you at least go for the GameCube version? Shut up, I didn't think of it at the time, okay?
Anyway, the level after that is where you have to defeat 50 of these Razor Bats. Maybe it's just me, but this goes on far too long and is very repetitive. You then have one of the most annoying levels in the game where you have to break into Oscorp to find out what's going on there. It's a stealth mission, and I'm not the only one who doesn't like this level. You need to go to various computers and get parts of the passcodes to get in. But then you have the next level, which is even worse. It's a stealth mission where you have to go to control rooms and press things in the right order. And if you do happen to get caught, you'll have to deal with these super powerful robot security guards. You know what? I take back everything I said about the earlier levels. This level is fucking hard. The only reason I got through it was by pure luck and damage boosting. Then you find Oscorp's ultimate weapon and you need to take out 10 generators. It can be pretty annoying, but it feels like a breeze compared to the last level. Then you have to escape from Oscorp, which is pretty intense, but not that bad. Green Goblin kidnaps Mary Jane, and this chase is pretty long, but not the hardest chase in the game. Green Goblin drops MJ on top of the bridge, and after you save her, you have the final boss with Green Goblin, which to be expected is the hardest boss in the game. The best way to beat him is to keep your distance and make sure you only go in after he's done all his attacks. The game ends with Norman revealing himself as the Goblin, and he tries to impale Spider-Man with his glider like in the movie, and gets hit himself. Mary Jane also reveals that she knows Peter is Spider-Man, which obviously doesn't happen in the movie, so it's not canon in the second game. So that's the first movie-based Spider-Man game, and overall, it's pretty decent. It's got some bullshit levels in there, but overall, I'd say it's a pretty enjoyable Spider-Man game. But of course, just like the previous games, there's extras. If you beat the game on easy mode, it will unlock Peter Parker in his civilian clothes, as well as the human spider wrestling outfit. If you beat the game on normal mode, it will unlock the Alex Ross design for the unused movie suit, which was also in Enter Electro. This will also show Green Goblin with his unused Alex Ross design, which is pretty cool. And if you beat the game on hard mode, you can actually play as Green Goblin, but not just that. Playing as the Green Goblin will also give you a whole new story to go with it. Instead of Norman, however, it follows Harry after his father dies, and as the Green Goblin, he battles another Green Goblin who was hired by Norman. That's actually really neat. They really didn't have to do that, but they did it anyway. That's a fantastic bonus. However, I didn't beat the game on hard mode because, let's face it, normal mode is hard enough. So unfortunately, I can't judge how Green Goblin's gameplay is. So that's all the game offers, and like I said, I think it's a pretty decent game. I don't hate this game, but I also don't love it either. Obviously, it's way better than Enter Electro, but I also think it's better than the first PS1 game, even though I think the story in the PS1 game is better. I'm gonna give Spider-Man a 7 out of 10.
Wow. Look, I may not be the biggest fan of the PS1 games, but even I'll admit I thought the PS1 games were much better. They're also way more memorable. Yeah, I agree they're more memorable, but I have to disagree and say that the first movie-based game is a little better than the PS1 games. And hey, we may not agree on your games, but at least we succeeded in putting down that monster who kidnapped me for over a month. Yeah, that's true. Well, anyway, you know the drill. Let me know when you plan on reviewing the next Spider-Man game. Oh, and don't forget, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. See ya. Well, stay tuned for my next game review, which will be... Well, I was going to say the second Sonic Advance game, seeing as I couldn't review the first game because I was busy being kidnapped, but it has been a while since I reviewed a mainline Mario game, so I guess my next game review will be Super Mario Sunshine. Hopefully that'll go better than my review of Super Mario 64. So,
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.